In this segment, we'll show you how to assemble your new Craftsman 40-inch plug aerator. Begin by fully securing the lift lever assembly, Part 8, to the two holes in the middle of the shaft, Part 10, using 2 1/4-inch by 3/4-inch hex bolts, Part B, and 2 1/4-inch nylock nuts, Part K. Warning: the aerator knives are extremely sharp. Use caution. Next, assemble an aerator knife to a double spool assembly by rotating the knife to insert the locking tab into the spool plate. Now fully secure it with a 5/16" by 3/4-inch carriage bolt, Part Y, and a 5/16" nylock nut, Part J. Then, repeat to complete the double spool assemblies. Warning: the aerator knives are extremely sharp. Use caution. Now assemble and fully secure an aerator knife on the outside of the single spool assembly. Then repeat to complete both single spool assemblies. Warning: the aerator knives are extremely sharp. Use caution. Next, press a split plastic bearing, Part X, into both ends of all of the single and double spool assemblies. Now identify the shorter end of the shaft, and then slide on a 1-inch spacer, Part S. Warning: the aerator knives are extremely sharp. Use caution. Then slide on a single spool assembly, Part 9. Next, slide on a 1.33-inch spacer, Part T. Now slide on a double spool assembly, Part 11. Then slide on a 1.33-inch spacer. Now slide on a 3/4-inch washer, Part N. Then slide the middle brace, Part 3, onto the long end of the shaft, with the bent end facing the lift lever. Now slide on a 3.7-inch spacer, Part R. Then slide on a single spool assembly. Now slide on a 1.33-inch spacer, Part T. Then slide on a double spool assembly. Next, slide on a 1.33-inch spacer, Part T. Now slide on a 3/4-inch washer, Part N. Then assemble an end plate, Part 6, to the tray, Part 1, using 2 5/16" by 3/4-inch hex bolts, Part E, and 2 5/16" nylock nuts, Part J, per corner. Do not tighten them yet. Now fully secure the tongue, Part 5, to the tray using 4 3/8 by 1-inch hex bolts, Part D, and 3/8" nylock nuts, Part I. Then align the bottom stop bracket, Part V, with the tongue, positioning at a seam. Then fully secure it with 2 3/4-inch by 1/4-inch hex bolts, Part O, and 2 1/4-inch nylock nuts. Next, align the top stop bracket, Part V, with the tongue, positioning at a seam. Then fully secure it with 2 1/4-inch by 3/4-inch hex bolts, Part O, and 2 1/4-inch nylock nuts, Part K. Now, fully secure the hitch bracket, Part 4, to the tongue, using 2 3/8-inch by 1-inch hex bolts, Part D, and 2 3/8-inch nylock nuts, Part I. Then slide in the hitch pin, Part G, and secure it with the large hair cotter pin, Part F. Next, turn the tray upside down. Warning: the aerator knives are extremely sharp. Use caution. Now stand behind the tray and slide the long end of the shaft through the plate on your right. Then slide the other end of the shaft through the plate on your left. Ensure the bent end of the middle brace rests flat inside the tongue. Now slide a 3/4-inch flat washer onto the shaft. Then slide on a wheel bracket, aligning it opposite of the lift lever. Next, fully secure it using a 1/4 inch by 1 3/4 inch hex bolt part B and a 1/4 inch nylock nut part K. Now repeat for the other side. If there's not enough room, do not install the 3/4 inch washer. Now slide a 1/2 inch washer part U onto a 1/2 inch by 3 1/2 inch hex bolt part A. Then slide it through a wheel, part 12. Now slide on another 1/2 inch washer. Then thread on a 1/2 inch jam nut, part L. Warning, the aerator knives are extremely sharp. Use caution. Next, slide the assembly through the wheel bracket. Now thread on another 1/2 inch nylock nut. Secure the wheel. Adjust it so that there's minimal end play, but the wheel still spins freely. Next, repeat for the other side. Warning, the aerator knives are extremely sharp. Use caution. Now, tip the aerator up. Warning, the aerator knives are extremely sharp. Use caution. Then rotate the middle brace against the bottom of the tongue and loosely secure it with 2 3/8 inch by 1 inch hex bolts, part D, and 3/8 inch nylock nuts, part I. Do not tighten it yet. Next, align the lift handle and loosely fasten it to the lift lever's bottom hole using a 1/2 inch by 1 1/4 inch hex bolt, part C, and 1/2 inch nylock nut, part M. Do not tighten it yet. Now insert the clevis pin, part P, in the top hole and secure it with the small hair cotter pin, part Q. Then tighten the bolt in the bottom hole. Now, turn your aerator upright. Next, push the grip, part W, onto the lift handle. Then lock the lift handle into the transport position. Next, tighten the 8 bolts at the corners of the tray. Now tighten the 2 bolts fastening the middle bracket to the bottom of the tray.